I'm so fucking scared. Okay, kind of, what am I looking at? So, first and foremost, tails never fails. It fails. What the hell, man?
Hope I don't regret this. Hello everyone, Fish here. So, we spun a ban on the wheel last week, which means we get to ban something. This time I have gone ahead and chosen Mystic Tomato. It's not like the most powerful card ever, but we also just don't have a copy. And Dupe is, playing 3, and it can search a good chunk of the power cards in his deck, like Sangan, Witch of the Black Forest. And getting rid of that will honestly help us a ton. So that's our ban for the week.
Hello, and welcome back to another week of the Progression Series. It's me, your beautiful host, Dupe, and here we are at the Losers Circle once again. You know, things didn't really go too well last week with whatever deck we had cooked up, but that's okay. I wasn't expecting much, and the fact that we were able to Yada lock off rip was an insane thing to see. I was already more than satisfied with having that as game one. You know, like an unwise man once said, there's going to be a lot of winning. We're going to get too tired of winning, but we're going to keep winning. And, you know, we were on a hot streak for quite some time. You know, it's about time we took a breather, sat on the loser's chair for a little bit, and we can't have too much of a blowout in this series. Otherwise, things get a little too unfair, you know, a little unfun to watch as the viewer experience. So I'm willing to take a step back and just enjoy my time under the sun in the loser circle after our glorious 3-win streak from before. Here we are in the loser's wheel once again. The only difference from the winner's circle is we don't have any tournament packs available to us, but that's quite okay. There's a bunch of other goodies here. I'm hoping for a reroll ticket for our box. Gotta be totally honest. I think having a do-over of a box would just be so beneficial for us in the long run here. Can we possibly get something other than just bonus packs from the last set? Or maybe I'll take a ban, or even a limit. You know, I think Injection Fairy Lily has proven herself to be quite the threat to us right now, so if we can get that out of the way, all the better. But, yeah. Let's spin the wheel and see what we get for today's episode. Okay. Wow. That's pretty good. I have to consider how this works because from where we stand right now, I'm pretty sure there's a difference between Hall of Faming and banning cards. I don't think this gets me my goat Jinzo back right now, but I'll have to talk to Fish about that and see how this gets ruled. But otherwise, I mean, if we can possibly ban Injection Fairy Lily right now, I think we'll be on a little more of an even playing field here. But that's going to do it for the wheel spin. I'll see you in the 24 packs of Pharaonic Guardian, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, and welcome back, everyone. We are the winner of Legacy of Darkness. So we get to spin the winner's wheel this week, and let's see what we get. Looking like 3 tournament packs. All right, let's go ahead and open those up. Alrighty, we are back with 3 packs of Tournament Pack 3. Let's see what we get. Dark Elf is cool. Needleworm is an ultra rare for some reason, but very happy to see an ultra in here. There's a Pot of Greed. Love to see that. And a Carbonala and a Dark Fire Dragon. Last tournament pack. That Yeah, nothing crazy in there. Happy to see a second pot agreed, though. Let's get to the pack openings. Alright, and welcome back, everyone. We are opening 24 packs of Pharaonic Guardian. So let's throw those into the pack opener, and let's see what we get.
First pack of Pharaonic Guardian. Let's see here. We got Dark Dust Spirit. Very nice.
Guardian Sphinx. I don't want to be too much like Gage, but we did get a Gravekeeper Spy, hoping for 2 more of those.
We need more spot removal. Injection Fairy Lily is quite a nuisance for us right now, so I'll take any form of removal that we get for our deck. That's another Raigeki Break. Oh, Reasoning! Okay, that's pretty good. I didn't know Reasoning was in this set. That's pretty awesome.
More than halfway through this box. Nothing crazy so far. Oof. Did get our 3rd Metamorphosis, so we'll see how that goes.
Alright. Book of Moon. That's a rare? That's kind of crazy. Okay.
Nothing crazy in here. Mirage of Nightmare and a Spirit Reaper. That is more like it. Mirage, we'll see how good that is for now, but Spirit Reaper I think we can abuse.
I think we need more copies of Metamorphosis. Alright, next pack here. Ring of Destruction! Pre-eroded! Oh my goodness, okay. That could be really good. Very happy about that. That's a secret rare. Okay, honestly, I think at the time of this set's release, that is a very deserved secret rare. Monster removal and burning your opponent first to guarantee the win if they're low enough is crazy in my opinion. It is unfortunate this card got on errata in the present day, but we're not doing that right now, so for all intents and purposes, we could still burn our opponent, our beloved fish here, for his monsters and kill him.
Second Spirit Reaper. Already, last 4 packs of Pharaonic Guardian. There is another Mirage of Nightmare. I'm not sure how I feel about that yet.
We are almost done here. Great Desert. Okay, I'm actually not familiar with this card. Huh. Okay, I mean, it's an Ultra.
Last 2 packs. There is our, I believe that's our 3rd Spirit Reaper. But
Dark Room of Nightmare. Huh. That's some silly FTK stuff. You know, we'll put it in our back pocket for now. We're not going to play any of that just yet, but maybe come Edison or Chain Burn, maybe we can play that. Fellas, we're back on our shenanigans. Need I even preface what we're looking at right now? As you can see, with our unbanned ticket, we have successfully brought back our GOAT Jinzo, so we are back on whatever silly little gimmick we had going on beforehand, as if we never left. But this is even better, in my opinion, with all these added new cards that we pulled between then and now. At a cursory glance, we're still just playing Jinzo Control. There's not really much else to say about the deck in terms of what it wants to do. We are trying to outpace Jack here with his resources and decks, and we're going to try to control the game at a winnable pace for us to just attack over with Jinzo, and hopefully none of his back row have any chance to respond with what we throw at him. Going into the card by card here, we'll start with our 2 vanillas, Gemini Elf and Master Kianchi. These are just very high attack vanillas that we want to play just to have maybe attack over whatever defense position monster Jack has in the field. Jack loves playing his flip effects, so maybe these will come in handy at beating over whatever is on the field at the time. Also, Master Kianchi has some great synergy with Pyramid Turtle. We'll get into that more later. Jinzo, of course, my boy, the GOAT. The card that single-handedly won me 3 episodes, or I think 2 episodes in a row, before he got deservedly banned. But now he's unbanned, and now we're back on whatever degenerate strategy we were doing before. Jinzo, you know, that needs no introduction. Here we are. He can shut down all traps in the field. Very, very efficient in closing out games. Next, we're playing a copy of Dark Dust Spirit. This is a board wipe, at least for monsters, and I think this can come in handy, especially if there's a bunch of defense position monsters. If Jack's walling up with all of his supposedly Gravekeeper spies, I'm not sure if that's the strategy he's bringing in, but just in case he wants to do that, we can at least blow up the field with whatever other monsters he has that are face up, of course. Also, this is a great way of getting rid of Injection Fairy Lily. Not that we have any other issue with getting rid of her, but attacking over her is going to be the easiest way. So this is here just to have another way to access non-targeting removal, and I think I think it'll be pretty good, especially he took out the spot of Dark Ruler Hadez, and I think he's just an infinitely better card than the other one is. Next, we have the one copy of King Tiger Wanghu. This is a great floodgate for low attack position monsters. It doesn't stop flip summons, but if Jack wants to normal summon Injection Fairy Lily, this card will just blow it up on the spot. So we're going to be proactive with keeping her off the field in today's episode. Next, we have 3 copies of Gravekeeper's Spy. This card will just search each other out, and we're going to try to just wall up as best as we can. This is probably the best recruiter or floater that we have access to right now, especially now that Mystic Tomato is banned. Press F to pay respects, but I'll take Jinzo back over Mystic Tomato any day of the week. So we're going to wall up with Gravekeeper's Spy and hopefully have enough of a board presence to tribute over into either Jinzo or Dark Dust Spirit to push for game. These 2,000 defense walls are no joke. Next, we have the 1 copy of Pyramid Turtle. Unfortunately, we only pulled 1 copy, but this gets us into our Master Kianshi, which is pretty good. Just Master Kianshi here. But, I mean, it's just a good way of getting more bodies on the field. So, I mean, I think we'll play it, and he's just the best recruiter available to us right now. Outside of Gravekeeper Spy, of course. Next, we have, of course, the obligatory Witch of the Black Forest, and the Sangan pretty much searches the entirety of our deck between these two. We have 2 copies of Yomi Ship here. This is kind of leaning more into the control aspect of our deck. Yomi Ship is going to blow up whatever card that Jack sends at it. Hopefully it's the Fairy Lily. I'm so very afraid of that card here. We have 2 copies just in case. There's of course there's more than 1. We have 1 copy of Yomi Ship for each of Jack's Injection Fairy Lilies, so not too bad there. Firebird Jar to reset the game. This card is very annoying, but if we're out of our Jinzo, we're out of our Dark Dust Spirit, we're out of pretty much our monster lineup. We're not playing very many monsters here, as you can see. This card just resets the game and puts us back in a new game state. Annoying, but it can help us. Yatagarasu here is, he's still here just because if you have the chance to Yata lock someone, why not? That card's going to get banned in the foreseeable future, so while we're at it, let's just try and see if we can sneak out another win with Yata locking Jack here. And a Magician of Faith for the spell card Recursion. Those are our monsters. Next, for the spells, we have Confiscation for the Hand Rip and Hand Knowledge. I'm still surprised this card is still here. Dark Hole for the board wipe. Delinquent Duo for the -2 Hand Rip. Also still surprised this card is here. Monster Reborn for the extending. Nobleman of Crossout for any flip effect monsters. And as you've seen so far, Jack is playing quite a few of them. So we're going to keep this in our deck for a long time coming. 2 Pot of Greed is very nice. Book of Moon, this is just one of the most universal books or even just quick play spells, and I think it'll be that way for a long time. Rush Recklessly for attack manipulation. Premature Burial for another extender, and United We Stand to just juice somebody up, way up. This will hopefully work on our Jinzo. I don't think we had a chance to do this combo just yet, but a 3,000 attack Jinzo would be very nice to have. Ceasefire for the burn, and also to just kind of see what flips Jack has on the board. I am really scared of all the jars that Jack has access to, so flipping them face up without activating their effects is very nice. And also the burn on top is the cherry on top. Next, we have two copies of Raigeki Break. I cut the Fissures, I cut the Dust Tornadoes. Those are in the side deck because I think this card is just the best of both worlds: monster removal and spell and trap removal. Just all around great at the cost of discarding a card. Which, I mean, for the versatility, I think I'll take it. So two copies of that. The new one copy of Wicked Destruction. This can blow up our own monsters as well, so this can close out games, especially since Injection Fairy Lily burns Jack every time it attacks. So if Jack has attacked one too many times with Injection Fairy Lily, this may be enough to close out the game if we blow up a monster that's big enough. Trap Dust Shoot. This links into more of our hand knowledge, hand ripping strategy. Trap Dust Shoot turn 1 is insane. I'm not playing one on one copy just to not clog up my hand, but I think this card is very good to not to run. So we'll just play the one here. I put the trap hole back into the bottomless trap holes out because I think right now trap hole is still better, just in my case, because Jack loves to flip summon a lot, so this is still valid for that, and bottomless is still good, don't get me wrong, but a lot of flip monsters that Jack plays have less than 1500, so this will probably catch more targets in the net. Only one copy of Fairy Box, and that's because we're pairing it with Ordeal of a Traveler. I think if these are both up on the field at the same time, Jack is in for a world of hurt. Actually, it's more just like he's gonna be hella annoyed at what we have going on, but it's gonna be really hard to get an attack through if both of these are on the field. Imperial Order to shut down any spells and traps that Jack has access to. Obviously, if Jinzo's up, this isn't active, but if we somehow have both of these up and Jinzo gets taken care of, then Imperial Order becomes live, and it's just another layer that Jack has to get through to get to us. So that's really good, in my opinion. Ultimate Offering, just to get bodies on board. Magic Drain for the spell negate. Negate attack, I put this back in because I'm so scared of Injection Fairy Lily doing 3,000 damage in one turn. This buys us another turn at most, so I don't see why we wouldn't include it. And then 7 Tools of the Bandit, lastly, has been so beneficial for us by negating Mirror Force, by negating Solemn Judgment. It just lets our plays go through, and I'm so happy I pulled it way back when. So all in all, this is the deck I'm rolling up with for today's episode of Pharaonic Guardian. I'm very confident about what I've put together today. Let's see what Jack has in store for us, and without further ado, let's get into the games, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Prague. We did not pull very well in Pharaonic Guardian. As such, I have decided to just make minimal adjustments to this list. Our foil slots in Pharaonic Guardian were pretty abysmal. On the bright side, we did pull a playset of Spirit Reaper, and that's just really good. So now we are essentially playing the same deck with a lot more hand rip ability. Only real big additions we did, obviously the playset of Spirit Reaper, ended up adding a second Pot of Greed. The card that I really think is going to define this deck, though, is Secret Pass to the Treasures. I, a lot of you all probably have not seen this card because I believe Pharaonic Guardian is like its only printing. This card has never been updated for problem-solving card text or anything like that, but it essentially lets us attack directly with anything below 1,000 attack. Being said, it only needs to be 1,000 attack when we activate the card, which means we just get free Fairy Lily swings, and we might even be able to OTK or something like that. Other little adjustments we ended up making. I ended up putting King Tiger Wanghu in the side deck because I know Dupe has a lot of recruiters. This will deal with almost all of them. This will kill any Mother Grizzlies, any Shining Angels, anything like that. We are banning Mystic Tomato, so it's double-edged sword, but I would rather be able to get rid of those as well. Also added a Dark Dust Spirit just as some board wipe utility. There's a lot of times I'm going to be able to just have a body on board to get this guy out, and more often than not, I think he's going to be good, just at least in the side deck. We are also throwing a Metamorphosis in here because I have a lot. I want to steal his Jinzo, and I want a Metamorphosis into it, or at least from it, because Jinzo has been unbanned as of that wheel spin, and I'm scared. Obviously, I think we have a bit more to deal with him now, but Jinzo is Jinzo, and for a while he's going to be very incredibly powerful. Other than that, not a bunch of massive changes to the list. Right now, we're still going for Fairy Lily Beatdown, but I will see y'all in the games.
Another week, another episode of Progression Series. Here we are with Pharaonic, Guardian, Fish. How are you today on this fine day?
I cannot complain.
Okay, well that's good.
Pharaonic
That's
Guardian,
good.
on the other hand, this is the first time my expectations were completely met by a set.
Really? That's speak to that. That's an interesting way of putting it. Are you
My box
not really
contained, I believe,
happy?
2 ultra rares and a super. And
oh.
yeah, that was
Ooh. You know,
There,
it's
there was
okay.
a lot of stuff in the other slots I really wanted. I was aiming for full playsets for stuff I wanted. Didn't hit all the marks, but it could be much worse.
That's okay. You know, sometimes you have crazy boxes, and sometimes you just gotta cancel them out with some okay boxes. Maybe today's just like a run of the mill like average box for
I was
both
say
of us.
this. I feel like cards have pull rates.
Yeah. Well, my box wasn't entirely great either, but I think I pulled like one super, one ultra, one secret. I pulled one of each rarity, and then the rest were just rares.
I was gonna say this. Pharaonic Guardian made up for the fact of my last box.
Yeah. I mean, your last box was crazy, man.
That was an insane box.
Yeah, but you know, like going to the set, I was excited for this set. This set looked
there was
really
a lot
good.
of really good stuff, honestly.
Yeah.
Like Gravekeepers. That's probably the
Gravekeepers.
That's
Probably
the main
what,
thing for me.
Yeah, probably what everyone knows this set for is Gravekeepers. I think there's a lot of Gravekeepers cards.
I would say
here.
Gravekeepers, probably some anime stuff. That's if I had to
That's
place
true,
this,
yeah.
I'm gonna say this is probably like late Battle City in the anime.
Okay, I see. Yeah,
You're gonna see a lot of the Egyptian themed stuff. That's just what they were doing.
Makes more sense, yeah. But you had the debut of Gravekeepers and like Necro Valley, those kind of cards.
I almost forgot about Necro Valley.
Yeah, dude, that card is so crazy.
It's insane.
With it, you had a bunch of ways to freaking like search it too. One of the Gravekeepers searches Necro Valley.
I think we got terraforming last.
We got terraforming. Actually, terraforming was this.
Was
set.
it last set?
It was this set. Yeah, I pulled a couple copies of terraforming.
I think I pulled the one.
Really? Okay. Yeah, terraforming, crazy card to have for the
awesome.
future. Yeah. Also came with all the books, you know, infamous Book of Moon, Book of Tayo, its opposite.
I love a good Book of Moon. I think we get like Book of Tayu as well.
Tayo, that's the opposite side of it. Yeah.
That should be technically Book of Sun. I don't know why they didn't just call it that.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe Book of Sun was a copyright issue at the time.
Could be.
And then you had other crazy spells like Mirage of Nightmare. I feel like everyone talks about Mirage of Nightmare.
You get Mirage of Nightmare. That's a cool one.
Yeah, I feel like I hear more about Mirage of Nightmare than ever actually seeing it get played, but probably for good measure.
What I remember, Mirage of Nightmare saw play because of its interactions with Imperial Order.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because I believe you would be able to get multiple activations.
Holy, that is crazy.
Yeah. And then you would be able to, I believe, negate the effect that makes you discard stuff.
Wait, so it's Mirage of Nightmare, but no drawbacks.
It's Mirage of Nightmare without the nightmare.
Wow, it's just a crazy Mirage. Wow, yeah, that card being in here is crazy.
Yeah, I don't think we're really going to see a lot of Mirage of Nightmare play until we hit full Chaos. Of course.
Yeah.
Anything that's going to dump cards in the graveyard, you're not going to see it at full strength for another few sets, I don't think.
I agree. Graveyard play is very, very few and far between right now.
Necro Valley is honestly is the thing keeping those decks in check right now.
Yeah, that's true. And then, we got that. I believe Ring of Destruction's in this set. Like the trap card. Card's freaking crazy. pre-eroded, of course, but
Another big card from the set I feel like we haven't brought up yet is Spirit Reaper.
oh, Spirit! I forgot about that guy. Yeah, that card is format defining.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't get his format for a while, I don't think.
Not yet, not yet, but
He's
is
got a few more sets.
Yeah, scary to think about if either of us have a
He's a
copy
very
of him.
scary card.
Yeah, but yeah, pretty good. I think all in all, Pharaonic Guardian is one of the better DM sets. If I'm even allowed to say that, I mean, I think it's pretty good.
I feel
like
like
it
the
a lot.
odds are stacked against it, but who am I to say?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's my first time looking at the set, and I think it looks pretty heat, like right now. But yeah, that's it for the overview. We'll see you guys in the games of Pharaonic Guardian when we get there. Fish, I hope you're ready whenever that happens.
Ready for game one?
Yeah, all right. And here we are back with the games, ready to roll for Pharaonic Guardian. Fish, how are your pulls? I hope they were good. Yeah, mine.
It was certainly a box.
Yeah, yeah. Can't complain.
I think my issue is I'm comparing it to my previous boxes, and I just was pulling complete, like, stuff I should not have pulled in a real box.
Oh, yeah. You know, so, maybe, I don't know, like, would it be crazy to have online simulators, like, replicate, like, booster box ratios?
I mean,
I think
you can only
website...
you can only match it so much. I think they do a great job of
it. Okay, gotcha.
Just because boxes are going to have some randomness, but to my knowledge, you could expect average 5-6 foils out of a box.
Oh,
and you may not always see that.
I did not know that. That's pretty cool.
Just because they tried to at least stay to their ratios for the most part, and I may be wrong, but I do believe their QC was pretty solid back then.
Oh, yeah. Definitely nothing to write home about now. But, yeah.
We just lose a whole layer of foiling now.
Yeah, Konami, help us, please. But
I've heard this is also a specifically North American problem, so who knows?
Who knows at this rate? It could, yeah. But I'm really getting some Pharaonic Guardian games here.
Me as well.
Let's ready up and see here. I gotta pay you back for what happened last game.
You really don't. Like, interest free. Okay.
Interesting.
I can work with this.
Going first, I see. Okay. The average fish turn. You love to see it. Good old T set. Good old freaking T set.
Nothing
baby.
will beat this.
Contrary. Oh my goodness, Spirit Reaper.
Thank God it's not a flip monster.
Wow. Okay. That's could have been scary. Not even gonna lie. Yeah. We're going to set a card here and pass.
Okay.
That Spirit Reaper actually caught me off guard. I was not expecting that. No, my Gravekeeper Spy!
Let's go with all reliable.
Holy cow, okay.
Just gonna swing in for a nice little, what is that, 34?
Almost half my life points, baby.
Let's go to main 2.
Okay.
I'm gonna play Messenger of Peace.
Wow. Okay. That is problematic, in my opinion.
Don't worry. I'm still gonna see heaven.
We're gonna set one, and we're gonna set one in the back row, and we're gonna pass. Yeah, Messenger of Peace.
Okay.
I did not pull this card. I wish I did.
Okay, the 1.
Okay.
Let's set one. We're gonna pass it.
Nice.
I have a feeling that's a spy.
You think that's a Gravekeeper Spy?
It's either spy or guard, I think.
Okay. We are going to Pot of Greed. That's okay.
That's fine.
Okay, awesome. Next, we are going to... how do I want to do this? Let's do this. and we're gonna pass the turn here.
Okay. Not
I
gonna
was gonna
pick the
say.
messenger.
Okay, interesting. Oh.
Let's flip a morphing turn number 2.
Okay. Wow, we are going through the deck, aren't we?
Hate to see that.
Oh, intriguing. Yeah, could have been a lot better, unfortunately.
Not much I can do here, so let's pass it over.
Nice, okay. We are going to set 1 and pass.
Interesting.
We got a bit of a stalemate going on here. This may be one of our longest games yet. Hello, Spirit Reaper.
He's here.
He can be mighty scary. Who is he going to swing into here?
Not gonna swing, I don't think.
Oh, really? Okay. Interesting. You've left yourself wide open, I hate to say.
Have I though?
Let's... Let's normal summon the Tiger King.
Interesting.
And, you know what? Yeah, we'll do this now. Okay, valid. we'll bait that out. Yeah, that's fair. Tiger King is going to swing into your Spirit Reaper.
That's a magic cylinder.
That's a good one. Okay, we're gonna main phase 2.
So I gotta gotta get my traps out before Jinzo shows up.
Hey, get all your value out right now while you can, man.
Okay. I'm gonna flip
Another
the morphing turn
morphing
number
jar.
2.
Okay. Another morphing jar is at the tower.
There we go. Same game and spy.
Okay. And I believe you
Now-
also had a Sangan?
Now I'm gonna torrential.
Okay. Alright. We are going to... Yeah, I'll Witch the Black Forest.
Let's grab Yatagarasu.
Oh.
Don't worry about it.
Could be dangerous.
But what we're actually gonna do. Hey,
Pre-mat.
that and pre-mat a Sangan.
We're gonna magic drain that.
Okay. Let me
Get
just
outta
punish
here.
you for that.
Oh. That's punishing, alright.
I believe that is game.
This is game. Holy cow. Dude, that injection
card ever.
really is crazy. Yeah, I can't believe you pulled 2 of them too.
This is
Oh my
why
goodness.
Pharaonic Guardian was such a bad opening for me.
Yeah, I mean, can't do much better than 2 secret rare fairy lilies, huh?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Hoping
no,
she
good
gets a
games,
reprint
GG.
or something soon.
Yeah.
A good game.
Oh, good game. Let's go on to game 2, baby.
Game 2.
Alright, we're back in the driver's seat because we are going first on this side today.
You got this. I believe in you.
Alright, good luck, good luck. We're going to start with King Tiger Wanghu. Hopefully this stops Injection Fairy Lily from coming out. And
That is a problem.
we're going to set 1 and set 2 and pass the turn. Not so
there.
fast.
Hold up.
Let's take a look at that.
I was gonna say, I feel like I have a pretty good diffusal unit in my hand right now.
I think so too, yeah. We're gonna toss that back in there.
Understandable. Let's pot a grade.
Okay.
let's pot of greed.
We love to see it. You love to see pot of greed to pot of greed. Okay.
Then
Intriguing.
pass it over.
Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah. Go ahead.
let's drop off.
Yep, that works.
Actually, can I chain them?
Yes, you can.
That's hot.
Go ahead. Take your pick.
Get back in there.
Makes sense. -2 is crazy. But we are going to no limit cross out this one
That's
right
understandable.
here. Get rid of
That
that
makes
giant rats. And we're gonna normal summon
I
the
paid
Yada.
this money to go to Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh.
They wouldn't even let me touch the rat.
I forgot this card is two-sided, huh?
He is one symmetrical tiger.
I wonder if this works. Would this work, do you think?
Yeah,
Oh, it works.
because he can't see him anymore.
Awesome.
Is that? Wait a second.
Wait a second.
You hard launching Book of Moon. So you got a Book of Moon.
I did.
That's a problem.
I pulled a Book of Moon. That's pretty good, eh?
That is a problem. He said it is.
Okay. Let's go ahead and delinquent duo.
Oof.
Oh, pretty good. We're gonna flip summon the Yada.
I don't think so.
Yeah, that's fair. Let's pass.
Set one and pass it over.
Alright. We will set one and pass it over.
Riveting gameplay.
Into the battle of the top decks here. This is what happens when so many of us have hand-ripping cards. Let's just pass the turn.
Okay. We got some beats now.
Okay. Exiled Force.
Summon Exiled Force.
Okay, interesting.
He is not going to be fulfilling his primary purpose.
He is here to serve one purpose only. Warrior
Exiled
beat
Force
down.
beats this week.
Oh. Yeah, we'll pass.
Oh.
More back row, baby.
Heavy Storm hates to see me coming.
Hey, you're on I'm on a 5-turn clock here of Exiled Force.
That's like Exiled Force is the original Five Guys.
5 guys, burgers and fries, I guess.
Okay. Well, I see a line.
Oh, my Yomi ship.
Interesting. Yomi ship.
What could he be
It's last
doing,
one.
possibly? Okay. Okay.
No responses there.
No
Love to see it.
responses. Monster Reborn? Oh no. This could be dangerous.
Grab that tiger.
Oh, this could be dangerous.
Then we'll just go to combat. Let's play under Gores real quick.
Yeah, go ahead. You never know when I'll have it.
I think I have 100 over lethal right now.
Okay. Yeah, potentially lethal.
I'm gonna regret this.
That's lethal. Yep.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, nice.
What was that face down?
I'll have to keep it a secret for now, but
Oh. That's a Mirage of Nightmare.
no. It was Ring of Destruction, but it did not work the way I thought
Oh.
it did. Yeah. It did not.
Did you? Oh.
I thought your Fairy Lily would gain the attack for that turn, but only for damage calculation. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
it only gains it during the damage calculation step,
Yeah, so
which is why
that's
it can play under so many weird little cards.
yeah. Learn that the hard way. That's crazy. Wow.
Well,
Good games.
I
Good
was not
games.
expecting to 2-0 you today.
I mean, you played very well. Yeah.
Thank you.
I didn't bring the sauce,
By
it
playing
seems.
very well, you mean beelining to a 400 attack monster and just hoping to God it works.
400 4 hey, I mean, it's not like I was playing Jinzo lockdown, locking half my deck down
Were you?
for the past like for the 3 episodes I won. No, I kind of diverted a little bit from just Jinzo control. There was like some other niche synergies here and there, but I just kind of
Yeah.
I didn't really draw too well. But that's a deck building. That's a skill issue.
That's how it goes sometimes.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah,
That's a good games.
good games, good games. Yeah, I brought some cards, some new cards that might scare you. I think
Say next time, I think we're gonna have a much better time with Magician's Force.
that card or that set is good from what I see. I'm excited for that one.
There's a lot of very powerful stuff in there.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm excited, but
Me as well.
but